So today I'm talking about a Nissan with the P0325 code, what it is and how you go about fixing it. And so what is the Nissan P0325 code? Well, it's a knock sensor 1, circuit bank 1, or single sensor. And what does this mean? What vehicles can have what's called a knock sensor that basically detects vibrations or pinging that can happen inside of the engine. And when it detects this vibration or pinging, it sends this information to the computer, which can adjust the timing until the vibration or pinging goes away. And when you get a P0325 code, the computer's seeing a problem with this, and so it's going to have to be troubleshooted. Know why? And if you have a V6 or V8 engine, bank 1 side of the engine is always going to be the side of the engine with the number 1 cylinder, and the opposite of that would be bank 2. So if you find the number 1 cylinder on your engine, that's going to be bank 1, and that's going to be the side of the engine that's having the problem. If you have a 4-cylinder engine, it wouldn't matter. You only have one bank. And so what would be some possible causes of a Nissan with the P0325 code? Well, the first thing that could cause this is that knock sensor has just gone bad and just needs to be replaced. It can't be tested. There's some good YouTube videos on how you go about testing these. The location of these knock sensors can vary. Also, sometimes there could be 1, sometimes there could be 2. So it's really going to vary. It's going to depend on the engine, the year, different things like this. So it's always a good idea to get a diagram where all the knock sensors are located inside of your engine. That way you know for sure what's going on. But it is very common for them to be located like up underneath intake manifolds or hard to reach spots. And since they can't be located in very hard to reach spots, some people will take the wiring and they'll relocate a new one up on top of the intake manifold or something like this. I don't recommend doing this, but there's a lot of videos out there on this and a lot of people do it. I would recommend doing it right. But like I said, many people do this. And basically they just buy a new knock sensor, they bolt it onto the top of the intake manifold somewhere, and then they tie into the 2 wires going to the knock sensor located under the intake manifold or wherever it's located. The next thing that could cause problems is that there's some kind of issue with the wiring going to the knock sensor. And basically keep in mind, anything wrong with that wiring, if there's an open, a short, there's like a bad connection somewhere, then it's going to cause the same symptoms as a bad knock sensor, and it could give you a P0325 code. So be sure to keep that in mind. And the last thing on the list is that there could be some type of engine malfunction. And this would be something like a timing belt or timing chain slipping a notch and throwing the timing off or something along those lines. And so there can be some type of engine malfunction, and this is throwing off the timing, and the knock sensor is picking this up, and the computer's trying to adjust the timing, but it just can't, or something along these lines. But the last thing on the list is going to be that there's some type of engine malfunction. And so that's basically it. I just wanted to give a basic overview of how you go about fixing a vehicle with the P0325 code. If you have anything to add, please comment down below. If you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to answer them. If this video helps you, please click like, please click subscribe, and have a good day.